Something happened during a recent Kari Lake interview that was not good at all, and I want to show that to you in a second here. Before we do that, in case you watch both the David Pakman show and my show, I covered this yesterday when I guest hosted there, and it's important, so I want to discuss it here as well for those who don't watch both shows. Plus, I have an extra clip at the end of Kari Lake that's kind of funny that we will watch that I didn't go over during that segment. So without further ado, here is Kari Lake talking about the subject of her possibly addressing that idea, Kyrsten Sinema for Arizona senator.
I know that polling has been done showing that I would beat Kyrsten Sinema. And I'll be honest, I've had many people reach out to me and all kinds of people reach out to me suggesting that I run for Senate. My focus 100% is on my election lawsuit. The people of Arizona were done wrong. Their sacred vote was trampled upon, and I am fighting to restore honest elections in Arizona. I want to be very obvious here, and I'm speaking something very obvious. D.C. is messed up. It's corrupt. Arizona is corrupt, and we need good people in the Senate, in our governor's office, at the state level, and at the federal level to fight this corruption. So I am focused right now on winning this election and getting Katie Hobbs thrown out of the governor's office.
She lost the election. It was not stolen from her, and she will not be getting Katie Hobbs out of the governor's office unless she waits till the end of her term. Now, we have more clips to look at from her in a second here, but to respond to that and what was so bad about what went on there is the fact that she's talking about, and it's discussion going on the right, her running for Senate in Arizona is very bad. And I'm shocked because for some reason that didn't occur to me, and it's obvious, but it didn't occur to me that after losing her gubernatorial race, 2 years later, she could challenge Kyrsten Sinema. And unfortunately, because Kyrsten Sinema is now an independent and unpopular, she is going to get, if she chooses to run for re-election, a Democratic challenger. And a Democrat being in the race, Kyrsten Sinema being in the race, and Kari Lake being in the race would be a very good situation for Kari Lake. And that is a bad situation for the United States. She was one of the most dangerous political figures that we have as of late. And don't let her fool you, or any politician really fool you with the whole, this is what I'm focused on right now. All of them are thinking about the next step. Yes, the next office they could run for, and if they're going to. So she's thought about it. And when they start saying, I've seen polling that I would beat this person and everyone's asking me to run, they very much want to run. So we could see a Kari Lake Senate run in Arizona pretty soon. And that would be very bad, like I said, because I do think she has a good shot if Kyrsten Sinema runs for re-election and could end up being a senator, having her hands on power as an incredibly dishonest, dangerous individual. I have more moments for you of what's been going on with her to kind of update you in recent interviews. And spoiler alert, she's a broken record. It is all quite similar. First clip.
They stole the election. Steve, our elections are no better than the elections that are run in North Korea, than the elections that are run in Cuba or Venezuela. We have banana republics.
Okay, she must know nothing about the countries that she just listed if she feels comfortable making that claim. Here's another.
We will not accept defeat because we won this race. The people showed up in massive numbers, and they are so afraid of we the people. The political elite is so afraid of we the people that they stole this in broad daylight. They sabotaged Election Day. And if we lay down and let them do this to us now, we will never have a country. So,
I mean, that is how you get followers to do some very dangerous things. And that is what terrifies me, especially if she's doing this in a campaign going forward. Another moment, you'll never guess what she's going to say in this one.
If they think they can steal an election and make this movement of we the people, of mama bears and papa bears who care about their kids, of grandmas and grandpas and students just go away, they've got another thing coming, because we're going to work through the court system and we will be victorious. We're not.
Okay, and then last thing.
Letting them.
Oh shoot. Last thing we'll look at from recent interviews. A little bit of a lighting glitch moment.
And they're trying to switch them over as well and turn them into a bunch of rhino-led LDs. And that's not what it is in Arizona. It's grassroots all the way.
So dealing with some lighting mishaps there. If only her camera and her microphone would also malfunction during those interviews. It will be interesting to see if she ends up running for Senate in Arizona. Will her campaign message be similar to Trump's 2024 presidential campaign message, which is vote for me in 2024 because, hey, I lost that last election? We will see. And I just want to note, as I did yesterday when talking about this on the David Pakman show, I don't know how many of y'all wonder about this, but just in case, the reason why we still have to talk about individuals like Kari Lake, like Donald Trump, as aggravating as it can be, is because it's unfortunate, but they still command a massive portion of our country. A huge audience of people buys into and acts on the lies that people like Kari Lake and Donald Trump tell. And so to understand, address, and confront the movement that is threatening our democratic process, we do have to check in on the leaders of that movement who are facilitating the lies that drive it. It is all very unfortunate and dangerous. Make sure you are subscribed to this YouTube channel if you're watching on YouTube. Even if you're not, if you're listening to the podcast, go also subscribe on YouTube, and you can do so just right below the video. If you think you are, make sure. Thank you so much.